And welcome back to Global Education Zone. And today, in this episode of our introductory English course, we're talking about what sentences. Now, in the first four episodes, we talked about four major backbones of the sentence of grammatical English structure, and those four basic structures were the morphemes in order of their complexity. So morpheme is the least complex, then followed by word, which contains of a group of morphemes, then followed by followed by phrase, which consists of a group of words that do not contain a finite verb. Then lastly, followed by clause, which consists of a group of phrases or group of words that contain a finite verb. So lastly, today, this is the highest grade of sentence structure of the sentence elements, and this forms the highest, and it consists of the sentence. Now, this sentence, what's a sentence? A sentence is basically a group of words or a group of clauses or a group of sub-sentence particles. And this, when I say sub-sentence particles, I mean the particles that make up the sentence, like morphemes, words, phrases, and clauses. Now, when you arrange these particles in such a way that they contain a subject and a predicate. What did I say? A subject and a predicate. When you arrange them in this way, you are forming what? A sentence. So a sentence is basically an arrangement of particles, of grammatical particles that contain a subject and a predicate. That is the basic structure, that's the basic form of a sentence. Now, moving on, we'll talk about the uses of sentence. Now, this use of sentence, there are ways you can identify sentences. Now, there are four uses of sentence. Sentence can be used for declarative purpose, it can be used for interrogatory purpose, it can be used for imperative purpose, and it can be used for exclamatory purpose. Now, talking about the four uses of sentence, let's talk about declarative purpose. Now, when you use a sentence for declaration, you are basically using it to make a statement. So a declarative purpose of sentence is also known as a statement. For example, I ate the food. Now, that is a declaration form on my part, so it's called a declarative sentence, and it's also known as a statement. Now, the second use of sentence is interrogatory. For example, when I say who ate the food, now that's who ate the food is has an interrogative function, and it's also known as a question. So a question is an interrogative sentence, and that is the second function or use of sentence. Thirdly, we have the imperative functions. Now, these imperative functions, if I say come here or off your phone. Now, if I say come here, that imperative function, when I'm trying to make a command, is also known as the command statement. So that is the third function of sentence. And then lastly, we have the exclamatory function. So this exclamatory function is also known as an exclamation, and this exclamation is basically when you use a sentence to make to express an emotion, anger, surprise, etc. For example, if I say that is good, if I say that is good, so that's an exclamation, and that's what I said is known as an exclamatory sentence. Now, an exclamatory sentence can be preceded by an exclamation mark, so on and so forth. An interrogative sentence is often preceded, or rather always preceded, except in a rhetorical question, it's always preceded by a question mark. Sorry, it's always followed by a question mark. Then a statement is always followed by a full stop or comma, and so on and so forth. So those are the question marks. Sorry, those are the punctuation marks that are often used to accompany your different sentences. So these four sentences types: declarative purpose. Sorry, these four sentence uses: declarative purpose, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory. They have their different properties, and they are the functions of sentences. Thank you for watching.